Attention!
Ah, welcome, sir. The wine that you previously ordered is here.
He's really here? Let's go downstairs and have a...
I need to learn to handle my booze better.
Wow! He's got no intention of paying us any mind, huh?
A traveler, you say? Why are you traveling? Well, that's as good a reason as any. Sit down over the...
So... guess we've broken the ice. What?
That little one beside you.
That's not true! And you know it!
It's indeed a good thing to have someone accompany you on your travels. My name's Dainsleif. I suppose you have some business with me? Sure,
And he was so cold.
but I will require advance payment. 500 mora. The 500 is a one-time fee, and we'll settle the questions in a moment. That's it.
Well, now Paimon's got a really bad feeling. That kind of company...
Ah, thank you. Now as for my questions, the answer to a question says nothing about right and wrong. Only about differences in attitude. I only wish to know what your choices are. Question 1. The crisis Mondstadt faced was resolved by an alliance between yourself. I know everything. Well, answer the question. Is that your answer? Question number 2. Rex Lapis, who has defended Liyue Harbor for millennia on end, used his gnosis to lay down a contract to end... Who do you think will defend Liyue Harbor in the future, now that they've lost their deity? So that's your answer? Now for my final... This world has people who gained visions, and those who didn't. Which of the two do you think hold more importance in the eyes of the gods? So, this is your... As I thought. You really are similar to... I'll take that 500 mora. And now I also understand your views on this. That said, I only take commissions related to the Abyss Order. Like you, I am currently on a journey. You intend to find your sibling. Ugh. Those creatures that I have come to Mondstadt this...
An abyss...
An even more twisted abyssal being. One that commands the...
Oh, that's right! We've just been fighting against the Fatui and Liyue, who are human too! We haven't encountered the non-human Abyss Order at all!
There's some reason behind that, I'm afraid. It's possible that they may have been under orders to avoid your path.
Oh, that does sound pretty dangerous. Maybe they're looking for a better Uh-huh! We're super duper strong!
That manner, it's just like her. Well then, let's go see for ourselves, shall we? According to the leads I have, let's meet up at the temple. Perhaps you... This abandoned temple does bear some marks of the abyss. The falcon of the west. Though it can soar in the wind, it ultimately does naught but hover under the light of the gods. Hmm?
This is destiny.
I trust you.
The scent of the abyss is getting stronger. It's not far now.
Paimon wonders what the Abyss Heralds look like. Do they look something like the Abyss Mages?
Let's head further in first. If we do see that creature, that'll spare me the explanation either way.
Burn it down!
The stars are fading.
Oh, so sorry. What's the hurry?
Freeze!
It's not over. Eyes on me! Men, fall back.
Dodge this! This moment will be frozen in time.
Pyroclastic surge! Rise with the sun! The end of our legacy.
done.
Delve into destiny.
Dodge this!
Burn it down!
Curses! My reckoning has come.
Full bath. Light of the blazing sun! Inside!
Freeze! Time to fight back, I suppose. This doesn't look good.
Wrath from the sky!
Is this our fate?
I'm not done.
Burn it down! Pyroclastic surge! Ah! Ah! Wrath from the sky! Ah! Try and stop me! Ah! No more mistakes! Light of the blazing sun! Light it up! Ka! Full throttle!
Ad Astra Ab.
Welcome. How can I help you?
Here, let me help you.
The scent of the abyss is next door. It's not far now.
Paimon wonders what the Abyss Girls look like. Do they look something like the Abyss Mages?
Let's head further in first. If we do see that creature, that'll spare me the explanation either way.
Wrath from the sky! Rise with the... Not bad. Burn it down! Rise with the sun! Try and stop me!
Let's talk things up a little. You're in for a little shock. You're in for a little shock.
Pyroclastic surge!
Just a few abyss mages? Seems like the abyss. It is chaos, that. And the creatures...
You seem to know.
I suppose that's it. Judging by the perhaps we may...
Light it up! Burn it down!
Well, we're in Wolfendom now. Think Dane's waiting for us up ahead? We should meet up with him quick, in case the wolves decide they don't like him.
Rise with the sun! Wrath from the skies! Incinerate! Ka! Light it up! Pyroclastic surge! Incinerate! Burn it down! Wrath from the sky! No more mistakes! Rise with the sun! Not bad! Burn it down! Pyroclastic surge! Rev the engines! Wrath from the skies! Rise with the sun!
Lord of Wolven, sharp of fang and keen of claw. No, I only know these things. All right, let's go see if that abyss hair.
But where do we begin?
Indeed. See that? Knowing what I do of the order.
Light it up!
Do you think that those monsters by the bonfire are under the Abyss Order's control? Looks kinda scary. Let's beat them up first.
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
Oh, so sorry. Cool it.
Rise with the sun! Pyroclastic surge!
Whew, that's that! Let's go check out that bonfire. Looks like this bonfire's also got something to do with the Abyss.
Burn it down!
And there's another one of those bonfire spells! Looks like the Abyss really has been around here. Yikes! Where do these monsters pop out from? Let's clear them out, and quick!
Light of the blazing sun!
Have you finished searching? I searched around, but they were left behind by a... It seems we should leave as well.
But now we're out of...
No. Let's get a move on then.
Burn it down! Something to add to my collection.
I've heard about in fact, the first time...
Huh?
Don't think too much about it. Do you remember the light? If the Abyss Order is interested in this location, let's go see what the situation...
Rise with the sun! Full throttle!
There are lots of monsters gathered over there.
Hip. Phew. Burn it down! Rise with the sun! Not bad. Pyroclastic surge! Full throttle! Light of the blazing sun! Incinerate! Rev the engines! Breath from the sky!
This moment will be frozen in time.
Light it up!
Oh, so in the end, we still couldn't find that
I wouldn't call not having to.
No, you're right.
How good it would be if all perils once upon a time, yes.
You know, Dean, where are they now?
She no longer. I'm afraid that traveling can.
Oh.
I still have.
Yep, hey! Mondstadt's Fisherman's Toast is pretty tasty. Either way, we should settle down in a...
Home. Well, it won't be too late to think about where you stay. While you're still traveling, you should.
Huh? What's familiar?
A familiar feeling, you say? Whichever it is, we can reach the top of that cliff from over there.
Whoa, Dean moves really fast, doesn't he? Let's use that wind current nearby to catch up.
Burn it down!
Can you still sense that familiar feeling that...
But it doesn't feel like there's anything...
Indeed. There doesn't seem to be anything strange about this place. My traveling Me? I merely followed my... Huh? A ruin guard's footprint. A ruin guard was wandering around here? No peace to be found, even for a single dandelion. Perhaps that dent. As for why,
You're saying...
do not rush. Vexation and anxiety are the enemy of wrath. At least you now know that at this time, the most important. Yes, may you find your kin at the end of that.
You're leaving?
Only for now. After all, I did take 500.
Many. Have a compulsion to follow the light, and humans are the same. Except we call that light hope. Light it up! So, are you buying or not?
But you didn't let me finish.
Rise with the sun!
What if Master finds out?
Yeah.
Ah, children, come.
Oh, what is it, Gran?
Oh, no. In fact, my...
A gift? For Paimon?
Oh, child. When you traversed my old teapot and... That simply won't do. Unfortunately, I have not. Oh, did my friends never mention that to you? Well then, I will not go into too much detail, but subspace creation is the ability to... The teapot that you entered previously was a...
So, in the eyes of an adeptus, creating a magic teapot...
Oh, indeed, the teapot is nothing to boast of. But that's enough nostalgia.
That's right! Finding...
Oh, settle down now, children. What's more, I doubt that you would know how to Well, for starters, I require some shimmer. You would have to dig downward, follow it, but almost no one has been able to find. Even more difficult to find is smaragdus jade. In any case, smaragdus jadeite is an adeptite. Goodness knows.
Well,
Yes.
she counts?
Oh.
I'm back, Granny. Oh, I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to do the honors. This child, Yenfei, I believe you already heard of the
Of course, who hasn't? Much has been written about you. You became one of Liyue's most wanted before finally defeating an ancient god to... A shame that we didn't meet sooner. If we had, allow me to introduce myself once more. I'm Yenfei, a legal advisor. Oh, yes, here's my business card. You'll find it has my contact details and office address. Keep it handy. If you have an urgent issue, just leave me a note at this address. Oh, and I... Oh,
All right, Yenfei, all right. You'll have to excuse Yenfei.
Paimon was gonna ask the same question.
an adeptus? I guess. Kinda. He mentioned that he once campaigned with the wreck. They had me, and once I was all grown...
Well, that's a bit casual for...
Well, my dad did say that. Anyway, let's not dwell on that too much.
Is that so? Yenfei, are you sure you can...
I know, Granny, you've told me 1,000 times already. Well, the chasm's definitely a no...
Oh, whoa. That's a really thick book. What kind of things do you...
Commercial consultancy. Crossel. A Snezhnayan merchant who once came to me with some legal queries on... He mentioned that he was considering acquiring some smaragdus jadeite to make hairpins. And so, I guess I'll go look for him. Oh, you want to join me?
Wow. An adept... Best we be a little more careful than usual while we're with her.
Light it up! Rev the engines!
Hello, Mr. Crossel.
Oh, good, very good.
You're too kind.
Well, yes, as a matter of fact, in the end I did acquire a small piece of smaragdus jadeite. Miss Yanfei, might I presume that you have an interest in the hairpins?
Wait, isn't smaragdus jadeite really rare? Aren't you worried about the hairpins getting damaged or lost while they're being rented out?
No, I'm not worried in the slightest, because I signed a contract with Miss Zhu Qiao before renting them to her. The contract makes it quite clear that if she loses or damages the item in question, she must compensate me for its full original value. In return, I included a clause.
Guaranteed genuine?
Of course. This way, both the client and I have the...
In that case, might you know where Miss Chow lives? We'd like to pay her a visit.
Oh, of course. She wrote her address down when we signed our contract.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Crossel. We'll be off now.
Burn it down! Try and stop me!
Oh, whatever shall I... Yes, that's me.
How do you do, Miss? My associates and I are very...
The hairpins. I don't know how it could have happened. I always kept them right by my side. I spent so much money on them. We now have a backlog of paid-up orders. A big banquet is coming up in a few days, and that's what the hairpins were for, too. But now that I've lost the hairpin...
Why does Paimon...
Would you really? I sent a...
Hold on. Don't run off looking for the hairpins
Huh? Well,
Let me see.
That's right! Yanfei said she's a lit true.
Right. I finished reading the contract. Furthermore, the contract, and given the rarity of Smaragdus jadeite, I fear that the...
even higher. Oh, no.
Uh-oh. Just...
However, all of this is assuming that it is indeed...
Did you really have to pause before saying that part? Anyway, the hairpins are whichever way you look at it.
Except that if we found the hairpins...
Please. However much it is, I will have to pay it. Now that it's come to this, I really shouldn't.
Yes, legally speaking, it's... So hold on a moment, Mr. Chow.
What did I feel? My family has seen much jade pass through its hands and...
Smooth to the touch. Finest quality jade. No, it's nothing. I just need to re-examine a few things.
Ah, Miss Yanfei, you've... You lost them? Are you serious? Do you have any idea how expensive they were?
I'm sorry. Truly I am.
Mora! Do you have any idea what I had to go through to get my hands on that Smaragdus I just don't... Forget it. Talking won't bring them back. Since Miss Yanfei is here, I suppose we can just have her estimate the amount that needs to be paid.
No problem. But before I can give an official estimate, I'll need to do a little market research. Ah, yes. And it was in fact genuine Smaragdus jadeite inlaid into the hairpins, correct?
Of course! Genuine article guaranteed, or I pay back 10 times the value.
All right, understood. I'll conduct some market research, and once I'm back, I'll provide an official assessment of the sum owed by Mr. Chow in compensation.
Thank you very much.
Looks like I'll have to find some way to raise that money.
Please wait, Mr. Chow. I have something to discuss. It's not convenient to speak here, so let's find somewhere that we can sit and talk in more...
My
Join the adventure.
Light it up!
guess I don't really like a review story.
Rise with the sun!
It's just I'm not familiar with the content. Inazuma or Fontaine, that's, or even Matland, that's the interesting stuff.
Light it up!
Increase the duration on the bike.
Miss Yenfei,
No. What I wanted to talk about is, there is a chance that the Orin laid on those hairpins may not be Smaragdus Jadeite after all.
What do you mean? Are you implying that you already sneaked off and found them?
Obviously not. I'm no adventurer, let alone a member of the guild. I don't run thankless, time-consuming errands for a living. Let's just say I made some deductions. I don't know if Granny told you this, but Smaragdus Jadeite is found deep underground and contains very concentrated elemental energy. If mere mortals come into contact with it, well, they'll be sick in the best case. And in the worst case, they could even experience a dramatic change of personality. It most certainly would not be smooth to the touch. Mr. Chow, did you at any time feel unwell while the hairpins were in your possession?
no, not at all. I felt perfectly fine the whole time. Not even the slightest bit unwell. I didn't feel anything special at all, in fact.
Now that is strange. I noticed earlier that there were elemental traces in Mr. Crossel's vicinity.
So are you implying
If I have
that the
deduced
dude's
correctly,
scammer?
he may still have the Smaragdus Jadeite in his possession.
If that's the case, we should go confront him right now and expose his dirty scam right to his face!
Absolutely not. If we were to confront him now, there's no way he would admit to it. Eventually, he would find some argument to compel us to leave. And then, he'd throw the Smaragdus Jadeite into the sea the moment we were gone. After that, he would simply insist that Mr. Chow pay up per the contract. He would lose nothing. Meanwhile, we would have to look under every stone in Liyue, hoping and praying that the hairpins do actually still exist somewhere in this world.
So vivid that Paimon thinks it might be experience talking.
Oh, it certainly is. I've seen my fair share of situations like this, and brute force methods are certainly one way of resolving them. Fortunately, I have far more elegant solutions at my disposal.
Well then, since you're so experienced in dealing with problems like this,
Oh, that won't be a problem. But first, Mr. Chow, can I ask you to please sign this contract?
Huh? Does there have to be a contract for everything? Paimon can't even keep track. It feels like Yanfei is even more concerned with them than a certain someone else we know.
These are my formal terms of engagement. Everything prior to now has just been pro bono advice. But for me to investigate any further, I require a written contract. Any work commissioned but not bound by a contract cannot be relied upon.
I understand. Then I will be glad to place this matter into your capable hands if...
No problem. Just sign here, and I'll sign too. Okay. Now write your address here, and then sign on this page as well.
Okay.
And
write your
I'll also need your
address here,
signatures on pages
write
5,
your
7,
date
and
of
on the very
birth,
last
write
page.
your
Finally,
private
if you could just use this ink pad to make a
information,
handprint
write
over
that
here.
intimate detail, and please
Contract
give
has
me your
so
house
many
keys.
pages. Paimon's all out of brain juice again.
Alright, that should do it. My fees are the same as always, and they're written in the contract. Have a look through?
I've had a read through. Everything checks out.
Well then, here's your copy of the contract. I will retain the other copy. Not for now, no. Despite how intractable this problem might sound, it will actually be quite straightforward to resolve, once we've got some things squared away. I don't believe you have been part of an investigation like this before, in which—
Miss Yunfei, I have to ask.
Because, as it happens, I'm currently trying to acquire some Smaragdus Jadeite myself. I noticed strong traces of geoenergy around Mr. Crossel, so perhaps he has, in fact, secured some. Whether he actually made it into an item of jewelry or not is a separate matter, but either way, it's a lead. As long as we follow it. Also, the idea of someone abusing the law to their advantage, I won't stand for it. But again, let's not dwell on this. I've got it! Let's pay a visit to Chateau, the boss of the Jade Mystery. He's a professional when it comes to working with stone and ore. If Mr. Crossel had his ore worked on at all, Chateau would undoubtedly have been—
Let me tell you how that. Come and see this.
Why, hello there, honored.
No, nothing of the sort. Has a Snezhnyan merchant named Crossel in
A Snezhnyan merchant. I do remember that. That was the first time I'd ever encountered it, so I had no way of telling if it was really Smaragdus Jadeite or not. He was quite generous with his money, too, so—
Do you have any leftover debris from your work on it?
Why, yes. It was my first time—
Thank you, sir. We'll
If my eyes don't deceive me, the cross-sections and pattern— Yes! It's not particularly rare, nor is it especially valuable. It's used to make— I've heard it said that Smaragdus nephrite is in fact the outer layer of Smaragdus Jadeite, though no one's ever proven it.
A thin layer of separation, huh?
If you must see for yourself, try examining these shavings for traces of elemental energy. Smaragdus nephrite is an entirely ordinary ore, containing no elemental energy whatsoever.
Is that so? Well, so did you find anything? So they really are different. But wait, how come Jichao was able to tell what it was just by looking at the shards? That's pretty awesome.
There's nothing special to it. It just so happens that I've come across a great many of these in my— These two stones actually look very similar. Someone without a deep understanding of them would find it very difficult to tell them apart. There may be only a subtle difference for the casual viewer, but that translates to and I'm sure, a significant difference in—
Alright, let's focus up. We're going off—
But never mind, Shirto.
Unusual actions have unusual reasons behind them. Let's take some of these
Try your luck betting on Jade?
Miss Yenfei?
If you could just confirm for me once more, sir. Mr. Crossel did indeed claim that the ore he brought to your store was in fact Smaragdus Jadeite, did he not?
Yes, that's right. I still have a record of the job with me, in fact. Here. It's—
Then I have no further questions. But could I borrow the processing record and these stone shavings?
Of course. But might I ask why you need—
Oh, I have my reasons. Yes. Please sign here on this affidavit. This document shall serve as signed proof that these stone shavings originated from the, ore that Mr. Crossel brought to your store. Please
Yes, I see. Forgive me for asking again, Miss Yenfei, but might I know the nature of the incident on this occasion?
I wouldn't say there's been an incident, just a minor issue. Thank you, sir. I'll take these with me.
This hard evidence to back us up, Crossel won't dare try to deny what he did.
On the contrary, this is far from sufficient to build a case. We need to find something a little more compelling. If you want to make jewelry, you need a professional jewelsmith. Let me think. Jewelry. Aha! Got it! Singxi. She often helps people to find a jewelsmith. Let's go pay her a visit.
Well, that was quick. How come you know so many people?
Because lots of people come to me for legal advice every day. As you know, Liyue Harbor is the city of contracts. And contracts, well, I should say laws, but the amendments made by the Tianquan to our... As such, legal advisors like myself provide...
So you help them make sense of the law. But didn't you say that it's hard to understand and impossible to finish?
Yes, well, that's no obstacle, because I've memorized all the legal codices.
You memorized them?
You sound surprised. Knowing the law inside out, oh, this has nothing to do with being an adeptus. I just like reading things.
Again, with that casual tone.
Well, that's that then. Let's go look for...
I want a new toy.
Oh there. Come and see these rare and precious...
Rise with the sun!
Oh, Miss Yenfei.
Have no further... Has a merchant by...
Crosel. The design of this order was on hold for a very long time, and only...
Doesn't seem like there's any evidence to be found here.
Miss Inksy, I'd like for you to confirm for me once more. When Mr. Crossell commissioned you to find him a jewelsmith, did he or did he not assert that the material...
Yes, I'm sure of it. The hairpins were made using many expensive materials, and the asking price was quite high, so we had to put this transaction on record with the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Mr. Crosell wasn't very familiar with the necessary procedures, so I filed it on his behalf. I also kept a copy for my own records. See for yourself. The inlaid gemstone is recorded as Smaragdus Jadeite.
Thank you, Sinksy. Now, could you let...
Sure. It isn't serving much purpose here anyway.
Nothing you need to worry about. Just a minor issue.
Why is everyone's first reaction always to assume someone or something is in trouble?
I believe we have almost all the evidence we need. We just need to make one last trip. Let's go to...
The weirdo with the snake around his neck? Why do you want to speak to him?
Because only he can provide an authoritative statement confirming that Smaragdus Jadeite is harmful to the human body. Once we have this final piece of evidence in our hands, we can wrap this case up.
Full throttle!
My, to what do I owe the pleasure? Though I'm afraid that if you're looking for our little Chi-Chi, she's out gathering herbs. And if it isn't Miss Yenfei as well, now that's an even rarer honor. What business brings you here, might I inquire?
No. I'm here this time to ask if you're familiar with Smaragdus Jadeite.
Smaragdus Jadeite? Why, yes, there is some information about it included in the 6th commentary. The 7 Mountain Treatises states that this substance springs forth from stone marrow within the mountains, and will bring disaster to any mere mortals who touch it. It is abundant in elemental energy, so if someone without a vision is in contact with it for a prolonged period, best case scenario, they fall ill. Worst case scenario, they'll suffer great changes in personality and their illness will only ever get worse. Anyway, I'm sure you didn't come all this way just to chit-chat. Knowing you, I suppose that you're about to ask me to write an official affidavit attesting to the pharmaceutical peculiarities of Smaragdus Jadeite.
That is indeed the case. If you would be so kind...
No trouble at all. It's just a single document. Won't take me a moment. I would mention, though, that you are not the only one who's developed a curiosity for Smaragdus Jadeite. But after I gave him my reply, his expression shifted to one of remarkable disappointment. I wonder, Miss Yenfei, if your pressing business might be related to the Snezhnayan murder.
You needn't concern yourself about that, Dr. Baiju. Thank you for penning us that document. I'll make sure to compensate you in due course.
You're too kind.
That Baiju guy is as weird as ever. Is it just Paimon, or does it feel like he was fishing for something back there?
Dr. Baiju's always been like that. Well, we have the evidence we need. Let's go find Mr. Crossell.
My friend, why'd they have to give me that transfer?
Miss Yanfei, have you finished your investigation? I trust you will now be in a position to assess the compensation due.
Yes, my investigation is indeed concluded. I can now provide a final figure for the amount payable.
Wonderful. Well then, please, could you do the honors, Miss Yanfei?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Look at how happy the dude looks. She's not about to say, "Hey, you owe this customer 10 times the amount she paid."
Of course. According to the stipulations of the contract, Mr. Crossell, you must pay Mr. Chow 10 times the original transaction price in Mora.
Sure. Wait, what? Me pay her? Surely there's been some kind of mistake, Miss Yanfei.
Not at all. According to my investigations and the material evidence that we've gathered, the substance claimed to be Smaragdus Jadeite that was inlaid within the Smaragdus Jadeite twin phoenix pins that you rented out to Mr. Chow was, in fact, Smaragdus Nephrite. Now, the contract states very clearly that 10 times the price shall be paid should the article not be genuine. Accordingly, you are liable for this sum, which is payable to Mr. Chow in Mora.
Material evidence? What material evidence? Why, Miss Yanfei, you cannot frame me like this!
It was pretty clear to me that you were a scammer.
I spent a huge sum to obtain that Smaragdus Jadeite, and yet you claim that the ore inlaid on the hairpins is somehow fake? I demand to see your evidence.
Indeed. Only a testimony from an expert witness involved in the processing of the ore can serve as an authoritative assessment of whether it is genuine. If we want to determine whether the ore is genuine, we need to start with evidence. This is a processing record from the Jade Mystery, along with stone samples and an affidavit signed by the business owner, Chateau.
Seriously? Even the boss there couldn't differentiate between Smaragdus Jadeite and Smaragdus Nephrite. How does this prove anything? In any case, Smaragdus Nephrite is the outer layer of Smaragdus Jadeite. So I had him cut away the Nephrite, he returned the valuable Jadeite core to me, and some Nephrite samples remain in the store. What am I missing exactly?
That's an unsubstantiated belief.
Well, your claim that my ore is fake is just as unsubstantiated. And we are here to talk about evidence, aren't we?
No, the game told me that your ore didn't have any elemental energy, and they made it pretty clear that it's supposed to, if it's real.
Ugh. Looks like our first piece of evidence didn't convince him at all.
Hard evidence? Something legally binding? We have just the thing. Show him, Travel.
This document proves that my hairpins are the real deal, doesn't it? This is the Ministry's seal, after all. It shows that the ore inlaid on the pins is indeed Smaragdus Jadeite.
Our second piece of evidence didn't work either. And this guy's getting more belligerent by the second.
You know, you could be right. Perhaps the hairpins are the real deal after all.
Of course I'm right. All the evidence shown supports my story.
Well, hang on a moment now, because I do recall one final piece of evidence that we haven't revealed yet. Traveler, would you do the honors?
What's this?
Smaragdus Jadeite springs forth from stone marrow within the mountains and will bring disaster to any mere mortals who touch it. Sustained contact with Smaragdus jadeite over a prolonged period will, in less serious cases, cause a mild malady, while in serious cases, the patient may suffer a dramatic change of personality and fall seriously ill. Mr. Crossell, were you aware of these peculiar properties of Smaragdus jadeite?
I had no idea.
No idea, you say? I'd guessed as much. But for you to have rented out such a dangerous item, I'm afraid that this falls outside the scope of my work, but within that of the Ministry of Civil Affairs. However, I'm sure that the Ministry will be relatively lenient considering that, as you say, you were ignorant of the danger you posed.
Gross negligence. Well, I see what she's doing now. Like, hey, you're right. It is real. But since it's so real, you are liable for gross negligence. So convince me that it's fake.
Don't worry, Mr. Crossell. I will make sure that all the evidence presented here will be handed over to the Ministry. I trust that you'll give them your full cooperation in their investigations.
What? Wait! I knew.
Oh, so you knew? Oh dear, Mr. Crossell. But if you knew of Smaragdus jadeite's dangerous properties beforehand, why would you...
Huh? No, The hairpins aren't actually
inlaid with genuine Smaragdus jadeite? Is that what you were about to say? You do understand, Mr. Crossell, that this means that you will have to pay Ms. Zerchow 10 times the original price in Mora? Mr. Crossell, your answer, please. My client and
Yep, he's seriously intimidating right now. It's like she's a...
I admit it. I confess. The ore I had inlaid on those hairpins was Smaragdus nephrite. But I'm a victim in all of this too. I invested a great deal of time and money into acquiring that small amount of Smaragdus jadeite, in the hopes of turning it into a piece of jewelry that would fetch a fine price. But after receiving it and carrying it around for a few days, I started to feel extreme discomfort. I couldn't sleep a wink or eat a single bite. I went to Boo Boo Pharmacy to get myself checked out, only to discover that this sort of stone cannot be worn as jewelry. But how could I let all that money go to waste? That's why I had another pair of hairpins made from Smaragdus nephrite, which is almost indistinguishable from Smaragdus jadeite. I kept the real Smaragdus jadeite in a specially made box. I was worried that someone would see through it, which is why I only dared to rent them out, not sell them. And then to top it all off, Zhiqiao lost the hairpins after I rented them out to her.
Exactly! If they weren't the real deal, why'd you make her pay so much?
I didn't want to either, but when I purchased that Smaragdus jadeite, some of my business partners found out. I knew they'd be watching. If word got out that I sold a pair of fake hairpins, then
All right, let's cut the appeals phase right there. I failed to see what bearing any of this has on your transaction with my client. According to the contract, you must pay Ms. Zerchow 10 times the original price in Mora, and that is final.
Yeah, you can't sob story your way out of this one, buddy. You tried to scam somebody.
10 times?
Crossell looks like he could faint any second.
As for me, according to my contract with Ms. Zerchow, 20% of that sum will go to me.
20%? That's as much as I spent on that Smaragdus jadeite!
There's no need. It's fine. You don't have to pay me that. Even if the Smaragdus jadeite on those hairpins was fake, I still bear responsibility for losing them. However, Mr. Crossell, since you have no use for that chunk of Smaragdus jadeite, why don't you give it to me instead?
What? But
Miss Yunfei, I'll turn this Smaragdus jadeite over to you. I trust that it will suffice as remuneration.
Well, that's not quite how the rules say this should go. But whatever.
Thanks so much for your help this time, Miss.
Oh, come on. No need to stand on ceremony. Now, if I may
Well
then, that's good. Mr. Crossell, it seems that my client has no further claim.
Is that so?
Actually, Mr. Crossell, I'd like to talk. I could see from the hairpins you produce that you're very skilled in jewelry design. My family, on the other hand, works in the ore business. If we could join forces, you.
Well, that's that. And we've got the Smaragdus Jadeite that Granny wants.
Exactly. Usually when someone tells us they've lost something, even though the solution...
The right solution depends on your perspective on the problem. The objective of my client, Mr. Chow, was to reduce her liability to pay compensation. So, rather than looking high and low for some hairpins, proving that the rented item was nowhere near worth what the vendor had claimed it to be was the more efficient solution. An Adeptus. Speaking of, Liyue Harbor is now a city ruled by humans. The title of Adeptus means precious little to me compared to my job as a legal advisor. In any case, don't you think that the Liyue Harbor of today needs legal consultancy far more than it needs adeptal power?
Paimon can think of someone who would definitely disagree with your reasoning.
Well, since we got what we came for, it's time to pay... Light it up!
Try and stop me!
Ah, you've returned. Good, good.
Well, if we're all set, Granny, I'll get going now.
Oh, you. All right, then.
I'm off then. Bye! Oh yes, Traveler. Make sure you don't lose the business card I gave you. I've been looking into the laws of other nations as well. If you should ever bump into any trouble with the law, come find me directly. Regulars get discounts too.
Should be foreshadowing for... Fontaine, I guess. I don't know much, but I have a feeling we might get in trouble in Fontaine for something we didn't do. Hey, let's just go call a young Faye.
Come now, child. Are you leaving or are you not?
I'm leaving! I'm leaving!
That child. Goodness knows where she learned to be so... Indeed she, Yanfei, might be overly careless. Leo... All right, then. Let us speak of this.
Oh, Paimon's so excited!
There we go. Hold it firmly. If you were to drop it, oh, goodness, who knows what might happen. Take these blueprints with you as...
Wait a minute, Granny! How exactly are we supposed to use this teapot?
Oh, you needn't worry about that. I've already arranged...
This is a peaceful neighborhood.
on! Full throttle! Hip.
Hey, I'm just gonna go